It's the original. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to our lovely, beautiful podcast that we make for y'all. I am your host, Classic, and I'm rocking with my co-host.
No so, K-Shin, no so, back in the building, talking a good boxing talk.
Yes, sir. And today, in the words of my brother, we standing on business today.
Standing on business, man.
We standing on business, man. As much as they like to hate, you got to congratulate. The rumor is March 30th is going to be the first date of the PBC Amazon Prime deal. So we're going to talk about it a little bit. But before we do, we're going to drop the intro.
I told you about 3 times they won't fuck with me, right? Umbrella. I'ma run it up and up and up. 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 Big brother grinding till I build it up. Shawty private purpose like it's Eminem. Sliding through your city, you gon' live and learn. She gon' let me fuck cause I'm a living legend.
Yes, the legend lives on. Everyday Sports Broadcasting, man. We talking boxing. We talking boxing. And we are talking about May 30th. Which big dog is going to open up May 30th for us from the PBC calendar? We got Tank Davis is more than likely going to be the first fight that we get. You got Terrence Bud Crawford. Errol Spence is probably going to be out for the foreseeable future. So who we going to pit this savage up against? The rumor is David Benavidez is going to be on the undercard of this first foray into this new deal. Canelo Alvarez is a possibility. I doubt it. He's more than likely going to be a Cinco de Mayo fight. But my brethren,
Yes,
what's your thoughts?
I don't know. I'm looking at Floyd and I feel like I only got one choice to keep it offending. You know what I mean? So with the news that just dropped a couple hours ago,
Yeah.
we missing somebody on that.
We are missing somebody on that. You know what I'm saying?
Who might most likely can be the first fight on Amazon Prime, because right now he's the only reported matchup that PBC has, and that's that boy Rolly
against
Romero.
Cruz. That's the breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. Rolly has put on his Twitter that he'll be fighting Pitbull Cruz, but he didn't say the date. I don't think it's gonna be Rolly because he ain't been training. Tank is in the gym ready right now.
He's training right now, but he doesn't have an opponent. Could be Frank Martin,
Rolly,
like we spoke before. Now Tank.
But what I'm saying is with Tank, I think it's gonna be Tank because another breaking news: Frank Martin just announced he has a big announcement coming soon, and that he has a big fight that's gonna be announced soon. And it makes all the sense based on our previous video and the rumors that we were hearing before. A Tank versus a Ghost. Big time fight.
Tank
And
versus the Ghost.
could Rolly and Pitbull be on the undercard of that fight? That would be a big deal. That would be a good way to start out the calendar year for the PBC. Get a lot of people off their back.
I think they gotta put a triple header on that card.
Nah, it's gonna be 4 fights. But
It's gonna be
what's
4
gonna be
fights,
the
but I mean,
caliber
it
of the
might-
4?
I mean, that's what I'm saying. I think it got to be a triple header. If they want to come out with a bang, a double header, just ain't gonna do it. Got to come with a triple header.
So you said
And if
triple header.
Benavidez is gonna be on the undercard, it's gonna be a soft touch for Benavidez. Just to stay busy fight.
Yeah, but Benavidez cannot be the third fight. He gotta be co-main.
It'll be the co-main. Yeah, it'll be the co-main. Rolly gonna be the third fight.
So who would you put Benavidez in if the rumors are true, and David Benavidez is possibly gonna be on a Tank undercard? Who would you put him up against? We know David Morrell is off the table, right?
Of course.
We know David Morrell is off the table. You can't rush that type of a fight. Who's out there for David Benavidez?
I'm not sure, man. I'm not sure at all. I'll have to look at the landscape to see what it's looking like. I'm not sure who we fight.
Yeah, I'm very
Not sure.
That'd be very interesting because that rumor is kind of difficult to believe, but it is a possibility. But Rolly versus Isak Cruz, man, that came out of nowhere. You know what I mean? I know Rolly was in negotiations with Ryan Garcia, and Golden Boy, I think, said that Rolly was pricing himself out. So basically, it looked like it was going to be across the street type of a fight.
Well, yeah, of course.
So that would have been on the zone. And then out of nowhere, he just announces that he's going to be fighting Pitbull Cruz.
That could be cap, though. But could be real.
So Pitbull Cruz would be moving up a weight class from 135 to 140. Already with small dimensions, short arms. You know what I'm saying? Short in stature. Small in stature. Going up against Rolly Romero, who's been at 140 for quite a few fights now.
It's a PBC special, man. That's what they love to do. I mean, bring fighters up to fight A-side fighters.
I mean, if they're gonna try to keep it in house, sometimes you're gonna have to make things like that happen. If you're gonna have to pit big names up against big names, you're gonna have to.
Is Pitbull gonna agree to that?
Down. Repeat.
Cause he loves turning down fights.
Who, Rolly?
Pitbull.
So you were telling me when we were talking earlier, you were saying something like Golden Boy reached out to Pitbull as well and was trying to negotiate a fight with him.
So Rolly basically put a post out when he announced the fight.
Yeah.
Talking about how Golden Boy, De La Hoya, and Ryan wasted his time. They really didn't want to fight. During negotiations, they tried to go behind his back and negotiate with Pitbull Cruz. So he feels like he was being played with.
Yeah.
And they never really wanted to make the fight. They were just clout chasing.
Okay.
Something that Ryan Garcia is notorious for. But the way I see it is, man, kind of like how in that infamous Floyd Mayweather Puppet Master episode,
yeah,
I feel like Floyd was just playing games, man. First, he tried to schedule a exhibition bout on the same night as Devin Haney and the Regis pro grade fight.
Yeah.
He saw that was getting no traction, so he backed off of that.
That might have been a pump fake and a booty shake, you know what I mean?
Exactly. You know what I mean? Trying to affect my man Devin, the Dream Haney's paper.
Okay.
And then Devin Haney handles business.
Yeah.
Instantly trying to make the next big fight. So after a few back and forths with Tank, Sabria, Ryan raises his hand, says he wants to fight. So Devin and Bill Haney, Dev Dollars and Dollar Bill, focus on Ryan Garcia to make the fight.
Yeah.
Right? They're supposed to, Ortiz has a fight on Saturday. They're supposed to start negotiations that following Monday.
Yeah.
Here comes that Friday. Ryan Garcia goes for a little light jog with his quote-unquote mentor, TBE, wakes up and the next morning and says, hey, I no longer want to fight Devin Haney. I want to fight Rolly Romero. Floyd over here playing. So he pulls the rug out, takes money out of Devin's mouth, and in hindsight ends up taking money out of Ryan's mouth. Because he sells them sold him a dream that he could fight Rolly.
Yeah.
Get this paper. It'd be a nice, good soft touch for him. Nah, it wouldn't be a soft touch, hell. But a more favorable matchup against Rolly. Only for the true puppet master, Al Heyman, to say, nah, we ain't doing that. Floyd, stay in your lane. Stay in your lane, Floyd. I'm the one who really runs this company. Right? And then schedules the fight for Rolly and Pitbull Isaac Cruz.
Yeah.
So now Ryan's get left out in the wind, looking dumb.
Maybe not though.
Listen, looking dumb. Because now he's left out in the wind with no opponent. Right? He's gonna have to tuck his tail, crawl back to De La Hoya. De La Hoya's over there looking. Like, come here, son. I got you. Don't worry about it.
What about this though? What if this is
I'm your daddy, boy.
What if this is the plan?
Puppet Master failing them all.
What about this? What if this is the plan? What if this was the plan for Rolly to fight Pitbull Cruz? And then Ryan fights Barroso to become Rolly's mandatory, putting public pressure and an extra twist on the negotiations. And then you make Rolly versus Ryan Garcia next after both of them get their wins, if they both can get wins.
You gotta understand though. Let's just say that's Al Heyman's plan, because it's not Floyd. Because Floyd's plan was for Ryan to fight Rolly. Right? Floyd posted a picture on his Instagram. So Floyd was in belief that was the fight that was gonna happen. So Ryan ain't the only one sick. Floyd is over there looking sick. Like, damn, Al, you couldn't call me, you couldn't tell me.
So you said Floyd ain't the real puppet master?
I'm out here pump faking. I'm out here putting my name out here. Trying to make big fights. Meanwhile, Al is working behind the scenes, doing his own thing. You know what I mean? And Floyd over here looking crazy. Got all these boys looking crazy. Taking money out of Ryan's mouth, Devin's mouth, Rolly's mouth.
Rolly on my.
You know what I mean? And bro, like I said, man, puppet master at work.
Yeah.
Puppet master at work.
Oh man. So you saying the real Kaiser Sose is Al Heyman, not Mayweather?
Oh, of course. Well, we already knew that. We already knew that. You understand me?
But for them to make the Pitbull Cruz and Rolly fight, right? Either way, it's a win for Ryan Garcia. Either fight is a big fight for him. Long as he gets a shot at that WBA. Now the onus is gonna be on him. Are you gonna be able to handle business? Are you gonna be able to beat a Barroso?
Who's to say Ryan
cracking?
don't want to fight a Barroso? They're not gonna send him across the street to fight Barroso.
Nah, Barroso fight over there on Golden Boy. He just fought on
Oh yeah, you're right. You is right about that.
Come on, man.
You're right about that.
Al working, Papa.
Well, I got nothing to do with Al.
No, but what I'm saying is maybe this is the plan.
I mean, it'd be good to inform the people involved in the plan, wouldn't it be?
But maybe
how you gonna make a plan? How you gonna make a plan?
And they in public acting stupid. That's the whole thing about negotiating in public.
Who would do that? Who would intentionally do that? During the Ortiz fight, I think after the Ortiz fight, no, before the Ortiz fight, De La Hoya said, yo, looks like the Ryan Garcia and Ramirez fight is close to being done. Ryan comes out and says, nah, we ain't doing that. I'm
Facts.
fighting Rolly Romero.
That don't make sense.
Right?
That doesn't make sense for Ryan Garcia at this moment. First of all, Jose Ramirez has been incognito for God knows how long. So, how does that make sense for Ryan Garcia at this moment? Zero.
Because he needs a name and he need somebody he could beat.
I mean, that's gonna be a tough. That's gonna be a tough task, man. Jose Ramirez is a former world champion, former unified champion, and the only loss he's ever really had was that freaking loss to Josh Taylor, where he was looking decent up until he got sabotaged by the referee,
Right.
and took a hard shot in between a break and never recovered. So I wouldn't say that's an easy touch at all. I think they're probably thinking, go get Barroso. This shouldn't be too difficult. Make it happen. That's gonna be a piece for both of y'all, and you're gonna fight winner of Pitbull Cruz and Rolly, and that's gonna make the fight even bigger.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna get Ryan 2 fights before he even thinks about fighting Devin Haney. That makes all the sense in the world to me.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't see him fighting no Barbosa over there on Golden Boy, no Jose Ramirez on Golden Boy. Those are much harder fights for no belt.
Well, we know. I mean, Ryan's stuck between the rock and the hard place right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And we know De La Hoya and Bernard only want to put Ryan in a tough-ass fight. They're both battling each other. They're both at odds. Look at what Ryan posted after what I just stated. He said, nah, maybe it just needs to be Ryan versus De La Hoya. Because he said he want to fight that man. Right? So, I don't know, man. I think he's stuck between the rock and the hard place. If he has to tuck his tail and go back to Devin, he's going to be at a disadvantage at the negotiation table. His dad already stated he was the A side, and he went to dissing Devin for no reason, because Devin never dissed Ryan. Once Ryan decided to snub Devin and go a whole different route. So now Devin's really gonna throw his weight around in negotiations, and Ryan's, like I said, stuck between a rock and a hard place right now.
I don't think so, man. That Barroso fight is the clearest fight to make right now. If Rolly's gonna fight Pitbull Cruz, and the Barroso fight is dangerous, because this motherfucker throw wild, hard punches, and he's fucking very awkward.
That's what I'm saying. That's a dangerous fight. Ryan can very much lose that fight. And if he loses that fight to Barroso, he's done. If he loses to Devin, hey, okay, he lost to 2 of the best fighters in the world. He could come back from that. If he loses to Barroso, he can't come back from that.
Can't lose a Barroso.
His next fight will be on the, what do you call it? What's KSI's promotion called? He'll be fighting on that card. Co-main.
What is that bullshit?
Mystics, some shit like that.
I don't even know, bruh. You saw what the Sheik said about about those type of fights. But you know what? But when he said that though, I wonder if he has the same mentality for Jake Paul though. Because I don't feel like Jake Paul is no longer a YouTube boxer anymore.
Man, dudes was saying that Jake Paul fight was fixed, all kind of shit, under investigation. He just putting out a video that he was like, yo, duck your head.
What you say about Jake Paul?
They were saying that, man, that fight's under investigation, all kind of shit, man.
Which fight? The fight that Jake Paul had with
Yeah, when he knocked out the dude.
So who's saying that's under investigation?
I don't know, it was on Twitter, man. They talking about it was under investigation.
That's bullshit. That dude got sparked.
Yeah, he did.
And that shit looked legit as fuck. So back to the business at hand.
Mm-hmm.
Tank Davis.
Oh, did you see that there is rumored Canelo could be fighting Jamal Charlo?
Yeah, I saw that. I'm mixed about that because I wouldn't mind seeing that fight, but not right now. I feel like the fight for Jamal Charlo is.
I mean, that's the fight that makes the most sense, especially if Benavidez is talking about getting on the first card. You know it's not gonna be against Canelo.
we
You
know
put
that
Canelo
the
against
Canelo
Jamal.
fight is going to be the last fight of the contract. That's common sense.
Right, which will most likely be in September. So let Benavidez get his fight in March,
Facts.
let Canelo fight in May, and they both fight each other in September.
I mean, the options we're not strong, man. I mean, you can't. I mean, you could wait for Jaime Munguia, but Jaime Munguia fights next week against John Ryder, and that's gonna be a tough fucking fight. I want to place a bet on that fight, but I don't even know where to go.
Exactly, that's no guaranteed win.
There's no guarantee win right there.
for
You know what I'm
Munguia.
saying? So I'm like, yo, I'm just gonna watch that shit as a fan. I just gotta watch. So
That's
like
it.
Canelo fighting Jamal makes sense. But the only problem I have with that fight is people are gonna have a sour taste in their mouth seeing a Charlo on the bill from the last fight, excuse me. On the last fight. Because he was in survival mode once he realized he didn't have the power to hurt Canelo. You know what I'm saying? People are saying that Charlo didn't try to win. I do believe he tried to win because the way he fought is the same way he fights all the time. He moves and he runs you into shots. And he ran Canelo into shots, but he never hurt him. And he knew he wasn't going to hurt him, and he didn't want to get knocked out. You feel what I'm saying? So, Charlo disappointed because he didn't go for broke. And one thing about Jamal will go for broke because he's not a mover. So he's not going to have a choice but to fight.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? He lives and dies by that jab. He lives and dies by that jab. So that jab is going to be his key. And if that jab is unable to keep Canelo off, he's going to suffer an even worse fate than his brother. He's going to get knocked out. So it's interesting because there's a lot of moving pieces. What kind of shape is Jamal going to be able to get into? He's going to have a super camp.
Well, he just fought.
He just fought, but he's going to have a super camp to be able to compete with the Canelo Alvarez, man. But I was saying, I want, you know what I'm thinking? They don't mind sacrificing Jamal for Canelo. That's if Canelo wins, which is, I'm giving Canelo a 70-30 on that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because I think the Caleb Plant fight is always going to be there. They're always going to be able to rehash that slap and say now is the time. But what if Jamal goes and fights Caleb now, and then Caleb wins? No one's going to want a Caleb and Canelo rematch. So they're going to lose that piece. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, once Canelo might be done after the Benavidez fight. He may go for one more, trying to go fight at that bruiserweight class. Try to get that W. Oh no, but Canelo, he's gonna go try to go get that Bivol get back.
What if Canelo beats Jamal and just says, "I retire. I'm not even gonna fight that last fight"? Would you be shocked?
Nah,
Would
I
you
wouldn't
be shocked?
Nah, look, he got 60-something fights, man. But I don't think he won't retire. He won't retire. He won't retire. He won't retire before fighting Benavidez. He's gonna fight Benavidez.
But I'm saying though, that would clearly be a duck.
Of course, but I don't think that's gonna be the case. He's gonna fight Benavidez.
So your boy Al Shiki want to talk, right? That's his name?
Turkey Al-Sheikh.
Al Sheik.
The
My apologies.
Excellency.
My apologies, Your Excellency. He wants to put on a big fight. What if Al says, "You want that Benavidez Canelo fight? Would that be something that he would be interested in? Ain't nothing bigger than that.
Of course.
Ain't nothing bigger than that.
Of course. 100%. It's a good fight. Definitely, but he's trying to.
But that'd be smart on Al's part. That'd be a way for him to be able to stretch the budget out a little bit. If he can get that pay weight off of his back, put on a big fight with a decent undercard, get some of his fighters out there, get that fight off his back. Yeah, he got more budget money to play with.
Definitely, man. I think.
So if Crawford is the first fight on March 30th, there's only one opponent that makes sense for Crawford right now.
Zoo.
Tim Tszyu.
Mm-hmm. Great fight.
And that's a 50-50 fight in itself.
What?
No, of course I'm giving Crawford, huh?
No fight with Bud is 50-50.
Come on, bruh.
Not at this point.
Tszyu is a young man with power, clearly bigger, not as much experience. Would you be shocked if Tszyu put a beating on Crawford and get and wins the fight, possibly get him out of there? You'd be shocked?
I'll be extremely shocked.
You would be? I wouldn't be shocked, bro.
Nobody's putting the beating on Bud. Bud might be the only person that could beat Canelo.
Come on, man.
Yes. Would you be shocked if Bud went up to 68?
I would be
challenge
extremely
Canelo.
shocked. I would be extremely shocked.
Outboxed him?
You know why I'd be extremely shocked? Because you have the audacity to tell me that Canelo has a shot against Benavidez. Do you give Bud a shot against Benavidez? No. Hold up. Think about what you're saying now. You saying Canelo could beat Benavidez.
Yes,
I don't think Canelo could beat Benavidez.
Styles make fights.
Styles make fight. Do you think Crawford can beat Benavidez? I'll wait.
No, because Benavidez is way bigger than Canelo and Bud. Benavidez walks around over 200 pounds.
Yeah, but you feel like Canelo could beat Benavidez.
Yeah.
But you feel Crawford could beat Canelo, but you don't feel like Crawford could beat Benavidez.
No.
Make it make sense.
Because the old saying, styles make fights.
Okay.
Canelo be way bigger than Bud, but Bud's style can give Canelo problems. You know what I mean? Canelo is big enough to deal with Benavidez because he's a natural 68 pounder.
Yeah.
Bud is a natural 47 pounder at this point in his career. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Benavidez will be big at 75.
So I'm looking at the rankings right now. First, I'm gonna start with the super welterweight division, right? Because this is what I've been calling for Crawford after he dismantled one of my favorite fighters in the last decade or so, Errol Spence. The number one contender in the WBC is Charles Conwell. I don't even know who the fuck that is.
Mm-hmm.
The number one contender in the WBA is Israel Madrimov. I know who that is. Number one contender in the IBF, which is vacant. They're saying the IBF is vacant at 154. Oh yeah, Charlo vacated that. So you got Murtzazelev versus Jack Colclay. That'll be 1 and 2. That doesn't make sense. Maybe Erickson Lubin gets in there, right? Because he's third.
Yeah, they were saying maybe Erickson Lubin versus Errol Spence at 54.
Nah, Earl's done, bro.
Earl's not done, man.
Earl's done, bro. Earl, I love you. One of my favorite fighters of all time, bro. That fucking accident did not do you justice, bro. Focus on promoting. Let's make a lot of money, man. Live a long, healthy life. We don't need no more head trauma, bruh.
Guys are so disrespectful. Man.
Enjoy your money, enjoy the fruits of your labor, and let other people take the punishment while you bask in the sun. You, Allen, and Mayweather on the beach, sipping margaritas, planning fights, makes a lot of sense to me. In the WBO, Tim Tszyu, Josh Kelly is number 1 in that division. Erickson Lubin is number 2. Xander Zayas is number 3. So, clearly, for Crawford, Tim Tszyu would be that next logical challenge, while Erickson Lubin could probably fight the number 1 contender, Bakhram Murtazaliyev, for that vacant belt. Skip Jack Coakley. When last time you seen Jack Coakley fight, bruh?
I don't know. I haven't.
It's been a minute, right?
Mm-hmm.
So moving up to Benavidez' weight class, we were wondering who could Benavidez possibly fight, right? If he's going to be on Tank's undercard. We just saw Christian Mbili fight on the broadcast that Top Rank just had with Better Beef versus Callum Smith. Looked impressive for what type of skills he brings to the table, right? But we already know he's not gonna want that smoke. He's number 1 in the WBC and WBA, bruh. David Morrell and David Benavidez all slaughter him, bruh. Come on, man. Who else you got?
Mm-hmm.
I see a bunch of names I don't recognize, bruh. Jaime Munguia's number 2 behind Mbili for David Benavidez. You got Eric Bazayan, Diego Pacheco, which we know he ain't gonna take that fight. They both trained by the same trainer, Benavidez's father. So that ain't popping. So who the fuck is Benavidez gonna fight, bruh? Oh, what was we were listening when I was listening to the Boxing Voice. They said Vladimir Shishkin makes sense.
I don't know that is, to be honest.
You know Vladimir Shishkin?
Maybe if I've seen it, but
He's a Salida fight. He used to fight on Showbox. He fought on Showbox a bunch of times. That'll be a decent fight for him. But they were saying that your boy Salida just signed a contract with DAZN, so he's gonna be putting fights on over there. DAZN doing their thing, man. They signing a lot of these small promoters, man, and giving them a lot of dates.
that's what they gotta do. They're trying to take over.
Divide and conquer.
No, I don't know about divide and conquer.
Nah, divide and conquer. You get up all the good small promoters. So now you're gonna have more eyes looking for great talent. So they'll be scouting, looking for their next big Canelo Alvarez, their next Benavidez, their next Tank Davis. You know what I'm saying?
They're just trying to monopolize. So they know not divide and conquer. It's more like monopolizing the situation.
Yeah, but divide and conquer and monopolize, we talking about the same thing.
I don't know about divide and conquer, my boy.
Divide and conquer. So if you got Salida on your payroll, and then Al reaches out, or let's say Bob reaches out and say, "Yo, what's up with Vladimir Shishkin? Can I get him for a fight?" If you play hardball, you say, "Nah, I need him for my fights on my broadcast." Divide and conquer.
Yeah, I guess.
The only reason why I say Vladimir Shishkin because he's the only one that's gonna have some name recognition.
Eventually, Al's gonna have to come in. He's gonna have to come sit at the table. Al getting squeezed out.
Al getting squeezed out my ass.
Getting squeezed out now. He's getting squeezed out the hole
over there. You know what? Since you just said that, I was
he has all the talent, but nobody for them to fight.
Since you just said that, I wasn't gonna do this, but because you said that, I was gonna save this for another episode. Al getting squeezed out.
Ain't none of them boys signing up.
I'ma run it up and up and up.
Sabril, not signing out. Boots, not signing out.
Oh, stop it, bro. Stop
They're
it,
not.
bro.
They're not.
Stop it,
They're
bro.
not signing out Heyman. You know that.
What you wanna bet? What you wanna bet me
They're not.
that Sabril and
They're
Boots'
not.
next fight is gonna be on PBC?
Not
What
signing
you
out
wanna bet?
Heyman. They're not signing Al Heyman, no.
You don't gotta be signing out to fight on PBC, does he? According to you, Devin Haney, you say Devin Haney don't need to sit at the table. It seems like he does need to sit at the table.
Nah.
Haney needs to sit at the table if he wants to cross over, man.
And he's the man. These guys need to come sit at the table with
PBC
him.
builds stars, bro.
And he's already a star.
Superstars.
He's on his way to being a superstar. Can't deny.
Back to the matter at hand.
Can't deny.
So Crawford and Tim Tszyu. That's the one.
Yeah, I like that fight. For Bud.
Tim Tszyu coming off a dismantling of Tony Harris early last year. Then he goes and he beats quick destruction of Ocampo, Earl Spence, former victim, who had ran off a couple wins. Got the fight with Tim Tszyu. And then he goes and he beats Mendoza, the guy who upset Fondora. So a Tim Tszyu fight in Vegas, that's a big deal. But what about Madison Square Garden? I know Tim Tszyu was saying that he wants to fight in Vegas, but what about Madison Square Garden? That'd be a big fight for the Garden. Because it don't seem like they're locked into that Barclays situation anymore, which Barclays or Madison Square Garden, whatever. But I've never seen them host a fight, the PBC host a fight in the Garden.
Not Ted Brand like that.
So what is it, just a silo?
Oh, no, just Ted Brand like that. But, you know, PBC, that's PBC's fault, though, because they signed that exclusive deal back in the day with the Barclays.
But that's fine, but ain't nothing wrong with the Barclays. You've been in the Barclays. You told me, what's your experience with the Barclays?
Great arena.
Yeah.
I went to the Barclay fights during PBC Prime.
Yeah.
Yes. You know?
Looks like they're still in their prime, brother. I'm looking at this roster.
I don't know. Just because they're on Amazon Prime, they're in their prime. Ow. You know what I'm talking about?
I'm saying, I'm looking at
I went to two fights over there.
Huh?
I went to Thurman. I went to Thurman versus Danny.
Okay.
And I went to Brona versus
Thurman versus Danny. I watched that when I was locked up. That shit was on free TV.
Mm-hmm.
And
that's what they had to do.
I was blessed to see that motherfucker. I was like,
who did Brona fight?
I was looking at I had the Ring magazine. I was getting the Ring magazine delivered to my cell. So I'm looking at that shit. I'm like, yo, this shit gonna be on regular TV? I think it was a Ring magazine where I saw that, or either that or I was listening to ESPN, and they were talking about it, some shit like that on the radio.
I remember who Brona fought.
And I was able to see that fight. Thurman versus Garcia. So with the rumor with Thurman, man. So when's Thurman's gonna come back out, bruh? Thurman. We think we sticking a fork in him?
I don't know, man.
You know, his trainer retired. Dan Birmingham retired. He said no mas. He's done. Former trainer Winky Wright, Jeff Lacey, Keith Thurman.
It might have been Mikey Garcia. Might have been a Mikey Garcia fight.
Nah, hell nah. You at that time?
2017. Yeah, it might have been
Broner and Mikey? Okay.
Yeah, it might have been Broner Mikey. That was at the Barclays.
How was that
Jesse
experience? Which experience was the better experience?
The Thurman.
Yeah, I don't think you
Thurman
talked
Danny,
about
of
Thurman.
course.
I don't think you topping at Thurman and Garcia. The atmosphere must have been litty.
Yeah, what's dope? Ashley was in DC. I remember seeing Granados. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was definitely it was the Mikey Garcia Angel Broner fight.
Okay.
And then the third PBC fight I saw was Porter versus Arrow in LA.
Ooh, big
Me and
fight.
Mike went out there.
Big fight. Pre-accident.
Mm-hmm.
Pre-accident Earl. When Earl still had a chance against Crawford. Never know, man. We'll never know. PBC is back. Back to fill the void. Not to take over. Not to show their ass, but fill the void that we've been having in boxing. We've been missing big fights. We've been accustomed to big fights. And no one does it better than Premier Boxing Champions, now on Prime. What's that shirt you wearing, my nigga?
You see it, man. Showtime Boxing, man. Showtime Championship Boxing, man.
R.I.P. Showtime. R.I.P.
Yeah, man. That boy Espinoza handed me this personally. Being a loyal supporter, man.
Yeah.
Say, hey, man. See you, boy, huh? Take this. Thank you, brother. You know what I mean? Thank you.
Steven Espinoza.
You know what I'm talking about?
You think he gonna be with Al over there in Prime?
Shit, where else we gonna go?
You know I was gonna ask you? What would your broadcasting team be for that new deal? For this new deal coming up?
Oh, I don't know. I mean the same folks.
Nah, bruh.
Same dudes.
I'm not a fan.
You know,
I'm not a fan of
you know Abner gonna be Abner is Al's man. Loves Abner. Abner gonna be there.
Man. I'm not a
The
fan.
whole team gonna be there. The whole team gonna be there. All them guys are still gonna be there.
What about? Okay, so Brian Custer, no brainer, right?
All them guys is gonna be there.
Brian Custer, no brainer, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You send Jim Gray out to pasture.
He gonna be there still.
You bring in Brian, the one from Morning Combat. What's his name again? Brian. His name is no, Brian. You got Brian Custer, Brian Campbell, right? Have Brian Campbell be your ring guy, right? Of course, Jimmy Lennon, you can't get rid of him, right? Get rid of Abner. I don't know what you're gonna do with you're gonna bring in back Rayo, what's his name? The MMA guy. I think his energy is unmatched. I don't think he knows a lot of shit about boxing. He says a lot of fights are robberies that are not. He's clearly not watching the fights. But I like his energy. Rayo Arano, whatever the fuck his name is. But Andre Ward, man. Get rid of Abner. Get rid of Abner, bring in Andre Ward.
Is it ESPN? Did they fire him from ESPN?
Yeah, they let him go.
Okay.
Bring in SOG, man. His knowledge of the game is unparalleled, bruh. Unparalleled.
That'd be too real for PBC.
Stop it, bro. Why you always do?
Because he gonna keep it real.
How many matchroom fights have you been to?
PBC
how many matchroom fights you been to?
0.
How many top rank fights you been to?
0.
Why you so disloyal, bro?
I ain't disloyal, bro. I keep it real, dog.
What?
That's why the fans love me, dog. That's why the supporters love me, dog. Because I keep it 100.
Hey.
You know what I mean? Keep it 100.
Quick question.
I'm unbiased.
Quick question. All right, that's fine. I don't think I'm biased, but anyway.
I'm unbiased.
We got together for quite a few cards last year, right? The whole team, right?
Sure.
All our friends, a lot of friends from back in the day from high school and shit, and friends that we got now that we met through our new live experiences.
Mm-hmm.
How many Matchroom fights we got together for? How many Matchroom pay-per-views and
I mean, we done got together for Canelo fights.
huh?
We done got together for the Canelo fights.
No, I'm talking about last year. Last year. How many Matchroom fights we got together for?
Can't recall. We didn't come together for the Devil? No, we didn't come together for the Devil no more.
No, we did. How many
Did we come together for the Reap?
Huh?
No, we didn't come together for the Reap.
How many top rank fights we got together for? How many PBC fights we got together for?
No, 1 to 2. Come on, man, because a lot of these dudes is casuals. PBC bring out the casuals. How many DAZN fights did we watch and talk about?
Quite a bit.
How many top rank fights did? How many top rank fights were we instantly in the group chat talking about?
PBC coming back, filling the void, man. We got a big fight coming up, March 30. We're supposed to get some announcements next week. Shit's starting to shake up. I'm starting to get some clarity. Hey, my dog Umbrella blessed us with this track for our intro and for our theme music for this beautiful channel that we have. Y'all go support him. Eminent Sports Broadcasting.
Like, subscribe, share the episode.
Oh yeah.
Jump in that comment section.
You gotta remind me, bro.
Tell us what you like, what you don't like.
You gotta remind me, bro.
Engage with your people. You know what I mean? Let's go. Talk to us, man. Talk to us, man. We talk better. Let's go.
Like, subscribe. Get us to 1,000. Get us to one. Let's get to 100 first. Let's get to 100. Eminent Sports Broadcasting, man. We here. We trying to have a place at the table for boxing, basketball, football. We coming. As we get more time, we're gonna cover more sports. But right now, we gotta stick to what we love the most.
Yeah.
The sweet science. Yeah.
On that Terramana tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm on a brewski.
On that Terramana tonight.
Anakin's in the Steelers Cup, you know how we do.
About to pour that second cup.
What's up with the UFC tonight?
Run it up. Oh, it's popping tonight.
Yeah?
Parlay already went to shit, but you know.
Gonna enjoy the rest of the
Good
fights.
Good fights tonight.
Okay.
Yeah. Tune in, tap in. We're gonna talk more about this UFC shit too in 2024.
Facts.
You know what I mean? You know your boy.
Facts. We're gonna give monkey ass Dana White some coverage.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He be pimping them niggas over there.
Come on,
President
man.
Ganyu, welcome to the sweet science.
That boxing had Dana White, boy. Oof. Forget about it. Really be the number one sport in the world. Dana White running that
coming.
shit. Yeah.
It's coming.
Yeah. Boxing
You know what it
leads
is?
with Dana White.
Boxing has more tradition.
And you know what? The boxing has with Dana White. And he goes by the Excellency. Turkey Al-Sheikh.
Okay.
Tap in, Al. Get him in the call. Go sit at the table. Take that flight. Jump in your private jet and take that flight.
Nah, he gonna have to come see Al.
Go sit. Come on, man. Tighten up.
You have to come see Al, Papa.
Nobody.
How you know Al like that? You have to come see Al.
You need to stop.
Your Excellency. Come see Al, man. Let's get this shit popping.
Come see Al. Al ain't putting up the money for none of these fights. Excellency putting up the money for these fights.
Al ain't putting up no money.
You go. What money Al putting
The
up?
brain trust. He's the brain trust.
What money Al putting up?
It's a brain trust. Anyways, Eminent Sports Broadcasting, baby.
Because you don't want to go into that. Yeah.
All right, y'all,
Cut this
boys.
shit, because you don't want to go into that.
We love y'all,
Yeah,
man.
man.
Peace.